That is the area we need to look at. From recruitment to the training to the management of those officers. One must look at it holistically and to analyze it properly and see where does the failure come from.
Now, there is a theory or postulation that this escalation is political and intended to cause disgruntlement, anger, restiveness, and upheaval among the military's rank and file as the next general elections approach, and that's next year. Now, fingers have been pointed at those who want President Tinubu out of office. What do you think?
If they want President Tinubu out of office, are these people killing Tinubu? Is it not their children that they are killing? The generals. How many of them, visited us a lot to go and kill Tinubu?
Maybe they want to turn the military against it.
They cannot, because they are turning military against themselves. Because the military, they are so comfortable that they are only thinking about the money. It is not easy to meet a general and just kill a general. No. In a military formation, go to Makola there. Before you get to even a lieutenant, you see the number of people that you need to contact. You get into contact with. You can't just go in.
But then, let's have this quick commercial break and we'll be back.
Hello Ibadan! Finally, the MTN Camp Season 4 is here. Be there live as we discover the next generation of Nigerian athletic superstars at the Leko Salami Stadium at Damasinga. Come with your friends and family for an amazing week of exciting track and field action from the 14th to the 17th of April 2026. Visit mtnchamps.com for more information.
Hello Ìbàdàn, ìdíje MTN Champs ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kẹ́rin irú ẹ̀ ti balẹ̀ gùdẹ̀. Ẹ wá fojú lóúnjẹ bí a ó ṣe máa ṣàwárí àwọn ẹ̀bùn tuntun orí ọ̀dàn nínú eré sísá, ìfòfífò àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ ní pápá ìṣeré Lẹ́kan Sàlámì Adámàsìgbà Ìbàdàn láàrin ọjọ́ 14 sí ọjọ́ 17 oṣù kẹrin ọdún yìí lèrúkọ àfi máa ta lálá. Ẹbí, ọ̀rẹ́ àti ojúlùmọ̀ ẹ má gbẹ̀yìn o. Ẹ lọ sórí mtnchamps.com fún àlàyé kíkún.
Right, good to know you're still there, and it's still Searchlight on Oluyole 98.5 FM. Dr. Ayedo, as to well, you keep emphasizing the fact that it shouldn't be all that easy to kill a top military commander of the rank of general, for instance, and in particular. Now, I'm also thinking, well, could there be something also wrong with our logistic systems, with our surveillance systems? Because before these elements could approach a military camp in that kind of hot zone, you would wonder that there must have been a signal to the fact that these people are coming.
Thank you very much. In the military setting, there's nothing like a fire brigade approach. There are systems that already been laid down that they must follow. You are in the war front. General cannot be in the line of fire. It's not possible unless there is maybe one calamity just getting. That's why you see general leading the front. You get what I'm saying? Even before the general move, there must be surveillance. There must be an advanced party that will go there, survey the road, survey everywhere to know what is going on. Then they are in their base. They will go to their bases and attack them. How do they know the level of security at the base? That made it so easy for them to penetrate and kill the general in his office. It is not normal. Look at during the Babangida era, when this April 22 occurs coup. You know UK Bello is the ADC to Babangida. that is when you neglect your role as the security. They remove the pin from the firing pin from all the armor tank surrounding the general, the Babangida quarters. That's why UK Bello enter into the armor car. The armor car refused to fire because they have neglected their role as chief security officer to the top man. All those things must be checked on hourly basis. You get what I'm saying? They said this Brahma, or what they call him, but he wanted to enter into the armor car. The armor car refused to start. In the war front, not at their local barracks. So no.
I know. Curiously,
no, it's never done.
Curiously, Dr. Ilu, that narrative about the General Brahma's eventual death, he went to the armored car, and not because he wanted to fight the invaders, he wanted to flee. And I personally was wondering where were his foot soldiers if it got to the extent that he was
alone. He wanted to flee.
And so many.
So this boils down to the level of our recruitment, the kind of people we are recruiting. They are not recruiting those people who want to serve. They are recruiting their children. Their children who are not interested in these military services. If my brother from my village go for recruitment, now they will not take him because he doesn't know the big man. You see them giving those people who are recruiting list of names. List those people that you cannot even supposed to find there. They will just give them crash training. They send them to the war front. Okay. So this is the result. They even went as far as integrating former Boko Haram into the military. Okay. And you say the security is not working. How can it work? It's not possible. There is nobody that has killed somebody somehow and you give him gun again. You want to kill. There's no thing like repentant or whatever. You recruited ex-Boko Haram back into the military. You gave him license to kill and to supply information.
I think the authorities have consistently denied that.
Let them continue to deny. But those rank and file serving, they are making noise every day. There's someone they have arrested before, has been pardoned, is part of them now. They have been shouting on the social media. We see them complaining.
So what we are witnessing now, could it also be about morale? But I mean, they are dampening morale on the part of the military rank and file.
Well, you see, when your morale is dampened, it's better for you to leave the service than to stay. Otherwise, you'll be a sacrificial lamb.
Well, you can't be sacrificed if you have the option of fleeing. From the.
Yeah. So it's either you flee and run for your dear life, or you stay and do the job. There's no other way.
We're still at the political perspectives to this, and Senate President Godswill Akpabio at an event on Tuesday did say that insecurity escalation will be over after general elections in 2027. This is again insinuating the political motivations behind these attacks. Do you think the Senate President too is seeing facts or things that we are not seeing as ordinary Nigerians?
Thank you.
Among the political class now.
Thank you very much. Among Nigerians that I can believe whatever they say, that Senate President is not one of them. He's not one of them, because they know what is right, but they will not do it. Even when he was governor, the same way he behaves now, that's the way he behaves. You see, these people, what is their body language concerning insecurity? They are talking of 2027. How many people will have died between now and 2027? Someone who's number 3 in the country is talking about 2027 now, in 2026 April. You know, it's madness.
Are they saying that is when they are?
Because they are comfortable. He's saying that 2027 is the time that the security will be guaranteed. and you want to hold elections.
After the elections.
You know, it's madness. You can see the level we are now. You can see that our leaders, we don't even have a leader that is patriotic enough to guarantee security for our people. It is now left for individual to, you know, secure himself. If you wait until you say government is coming, you are wasting your time.
Now, do you think the military was fair or right in its recent allegation accusing the local communities in the terrorist troubled areas of aiding and abetting?
Aiding and abetting.
They claim that people in the sort of the victim community.
Okay, what was their behavior to those people? I've been saying this on programs on securities like this. You see, if you want to get local knowledge, you must cooperate, have a rapport, have a synergy with the local people. You see, when there is what we call local knowledge in the security circle, what is this local knowledge is that you must know your terrain. You know someone from Ibadan here posted to Maduguri, and can he know his terrain when he's not cooperating with the local people? When you see local people and start harassing them, are they going to give you information? They will not. It's laissez-faire. Do your own, let me do my own. That is it. If you want them to believe you, you must carry them along.
Well, you could be right, Dr. Ayedu, because I do remember in Plateau and Benue states, many of the communities there at some point started complaining about the activities of the soldiers.
Because they see some of them are sympathizers of Boko Haram. Maybe we have seen some of them collecting bullets from the military and supplying to Boko Haram. Even the one that they're supposed to expend in the war front, they will put it in their trousers like this and give it to Boko Haram.
But this, what do you think could be making let's just say the bad eggs in the military? What could making them do these things? Is it lack of motivation? Is it
apart from motivation, money is the root of all evil. You recruit someone. Look at the CIA. They have agents everywhere. They have agents everywhere throughout the world. What is the motivation that will make you report your country, what is happening in your country, to America? The same thing is happening with the Boko Haram. The incentive there is part of it. There's what we call fraud triangle. Before anybody could, commit fraud, there must be pressure. There must be something like you ratify that people are doing it. Let me do it too. Then you must believe that you will not be caught. If those three factors are not there, no. You won't commit crime. But they believe that people are doing it. I saw Ojo or are they collecting money data and supply them information. Let me do it. Look at this kidnapping that is going on now. It's not a lucrative business. Because those people who are doing it, nothing happens with them. How many of them have been jailed? In the last 10 years now, how many of them you see in court? I've been to court at least twice this week. I have not seen one or two kidnappers brought to the court. And when they bring them to the court, the adjournment, more than 1,000 adjournment, instead of swift judgment that will be a deterrent to others, they will not do it. So what happened to those people that have been committing this offense before? What happened to those Boko Haram that have been caught on the firing line before? What has happened to them? Nothing. They are enjoying themselves. They take them, they say they send them for rehabilitation and they integrate them into the society. Someone that has killed thousands of people. You don't kill them. Those people that America arrested in Afghanistan, they spent over 10 years in Guantanamo Bay. They did not release them. The year they started releasing them, that's why the Taliban came back. We have something abundantly that they can look at, but they are not ready. Then you see our leaders, you see them comfortable in their offices. You are a general, you are comfortable. There is no security guard for you that will tell you that something is coming, that will give you information. Something is in the office, something is coming. And then that one idiot insurgent will just enter to your office and shoot you. When you have about 10 layers of security before they can get to you. We need to ask questions. Our leaders, those who are at the helm of affairs, must ask questions. How is this thing possible?
Talking about asking questions by those at the helm of affairs, as you have mentioned. Now, I'm sure we have the National Security Services, the DSS, the NIA, and of course military intelligence. And I'm wondering, many of these reports speculating that there could be the possibility of connivance with these elements by the top hierarchy of the military. Yeah. And many of these reports must have landed on the table of Mr. President.
Who is going to treat it?
That's exactly the question I want to ask you.
Okay. Thank you. You see, before the advent of these Boko Haram people, someone supplied information. Obasanjo was the president then. Someone supplied. Okay.
Our sincere apologies for that break-in transmission. The program is still Searchlight on Oluyole 98.5 FM, and we're discussing the spate of killings of top military commanders and Nigeria's escalating insecurity. My guest is a prolific public affairs analyst, and is also a respected security expert, Dr. Oluyole. Now, before we went on that break, Dr. Ayedu, we were talking about the seeming hesitation by the authorities to act on reports that may suggest compromise.
Yes, thank you.
On the part of the military.
I was saying that during Obasanjo regime, there was one particular diplomat, Nigerian diplomat in Sudan. That time, the man wrote a report there and sent it to Nigeria concerning the training and recruitment of this insurgent, this Boko Haram today you are seeing today. That he saw some Nigerian being trained by Al Qaeda. In fact, their training venue was near, in fact, the adjacent to Nigeria embassy, because only in Sudan you have a full complement of embassy of Nigeria in Africa. Only in Sudan. I don't know why. So they were training, the Al Qaeda are training our people there. The man wrote, the man is a Christian, I will not mention his name now because he's retired now. In fact, they frustrated him out of the diplomatic missions. So he wrote about 2 times. Everything was dumped in the dustbin. They were training them. He said, Nigeria have been trained here. Nothing happened. Nobody did work on it. Okay. Instead of allowing to give them full information, they transfer into another Muslim country, which is very unusual because they believe he knows too much. That was how he was being moved from one place. After 3 months, moved to another. After 2 months, they move him to another place until he voluntarily retired. So that is the kind of Nigeria we have. So the body language of our leaders will dictate what will happen. The kind of leadership we have here now, if you don't step on toes, you cannot make anything because everything has been bastardized before. You must prepare to step on toes. Security issue is in layers. It's hydra-headed. So if you don't take the bull by the horn, you can't get anything. Because your next neighbor may be even the one releasing your information, you don't know.
Well, I've almost asked this question. Okay. Now, aside the possible political connivance,
okay,
why is Nigeria the preferred destination for terrorists from all over the world, especially those fleeing the heat from security agencies in other parts of Africa? Why do they find our country so conducive?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I like that question. I want to put a poster. In Saudi Arabia, Iran, Yemen, all these Muslim countries, the way their cleric behave, is it the same way our cleric in Nigeria behave? Look, go and hear the sermon in the north. They can't, especially Fridays. They will be talking as if they born their, it was from their family house. They born Nabi Muhammad. That's the way they will be talking. But go to Saudi, they cannot say it. If you go to Saudi Arabia, go for Mecca or go to Umrah, you can't just spend 2 hours in the mosque. They will drive you away or arrest you. What are you looking for? What are you looking for? You can't just be there. You go this wahala. Go in Israel now. You see the Israeli, they said if you preach Jesus, you go to 5 years jail. Can you do that in Nigeria? Yeah? It is only here in Nigeria that you see someone that will bring loudspeaker outside, disturbing your sleep in the night, and say he's doing the work of God. I don't know the work that God established here. So no one will say anything.
But don't you think these are factors of the way we are?
It's not the way we are. It's the way we have put ourselves. It's the way that the level that we have brought ourselves. Because in Nigeria, there's a law that says you must not make noise. That you must not make a statement that could cause trouble, that could cause a riot. But this cleric will go to the mosque and their sermon, all the sermon they put up on Fridays, it's something that can snowball into serious wahala. But nobody will quail them. Something they cannot do in the full Muslim country, they will do it in the north. That's why they see Nigeria as a veritable place that they can come in, because everything goes, just anything goes.
But being liberal, for instance, in northern Nigeria, like you said, being liberal, being a liberal Muslim, and if you are a cleric, you might not find that favor with the people, with the ordinary people, with those who are leading.
The way
that could be a problem.
The way they behave in the north is different from the way we handle religious issue here in the south. In the north, they believe in their cleric. Whatever he says, it's as if God says.
They should be able to trust their cleric.
They should trust, but not to the level of destruction. Look at Gumi now. Gumi is telling us that what these people are doing, they are looking for their daily bread. They are kidnapping people. You said they are looking for their daily bread. You said you should negotiate with them, with criminal. How many times have they invite Gumi for questioning? Gumi is supposed not to be in circulation now. But they are moving and recruiting people who work with him.
Well, I think the people over there trust Sheikh Gumi because of the failure of government, a government that has failed to protect.
What has he done for them?
And there is someone who is like many times he will be the one to negotiate the release of those that have been kidnapped.
No, don't go to that. Don't go to that negotiation because they are all benefiting from the negotiation. How many Almanjiri has Gumi take out of the road? How many school, good school that government has established, training people on how to be pilot, how to be lawyer, how to be
well, his argument is that he says the killers, those we call killers and murderers, he says that they are actually victims. That they are actually
which victim of what?
Of the system, of the Nigerian system.
Of the system they established themselves. Because these are people that will tell you that their children must go to mosque instead of going to school. But they are listening to radio every day. They have telephone. It is not by Arabic training. It is scientific. They want to call someone in London now. You can't use Arabic to call. It's either you do science or any engineering courses. You can't. They are driving a car, the best car in the country. They are buying fuel. Is it through the Quranic school that all those people that are producing fuel are producing car got the knowledge? No, let's call a spade a spade. What they are doing is bad. And you cannot move forward. The northern part will continue to be backward until those people are removed from circulation.
Okay, the current northern political elite you may be referring to. I also want to ask this: is it a fact that Nigeria's borders are too vast to be effectively policed? That's something that often come from security, from top security strategists in the military.
I agree with you that the Nigerian borders are porous, but Nigeria is not the only country that has no good border. But when customs want to collect revenue and arrest a smuggler, they know where they go. They know where to go and meet them. When police want to do roadblock, they know where to do the roadblock. You get what I'm saying? So don't use that as excuse that Nigerian borders are porous. Who made it porous? There is no local government in Nigeria that has no DSS. There is no local government in Nigeria that does not have police. And you are saying the borders are porous. Who made it to be porous? What is their duties? Or those security personnel? They are posted to that local government to secure the place. What is their duty? That is not an excuse.
Well, talking about securing the local communities and the DSS, the intelligence agencies and their presence at the local level. Now, many of these local communities you are talking about, especially in northern Nigeria, many of them have been taken over by these insurgents and terrorists. Okay. And perhaps what the military is referring to as local connivance has to do with the fact that the local people don't really have a choice, in the sense that their communities have been taken over by these bandits and terrorists who even impose levies and taxes on them.
When the military has run away from the place and they want to survive, what do you expect from them? They will not cooperate. They will sacrifice themselves, because when the military that have been paid to secure them has run away, you want them to take gun against the insurgent. Look, I've said it that there is no local government that you don't have DSS. There is no local government that you have director of military intelligence in Nigeria. What is their duty? What information are they supplying to the government?
What drove them away from those communities in the north where the terrorists are taking over?
You see, a one-day job. It's not a one-day job. When you remember Sierra Leone, when there was a fight there, all those rebels, what they did is they will pack gun in the coffin. They are bringing it to the cemetery in the town, in Freetown. They are bringing it and they will bury it there. From every corner of the country, they brought their dead body. They say dead body. They will follow it like funeral procession. They go and bury it there. The day they want to strike, they just walk in like ordinary person and went to the cemetery in the night, bring out their gun, and they started firing. You know, they spend almost 12 hours before they can overrun them. More than 12 hours. What is the duty of the security people, the intelligence gathering people? What are they doing that they did not know? And these people that are just bringing coffee, what is happening? How many people is there an epidemic where people are dying? They're supposed to ask. Open your coffin, let me see what is there. At least one, they will have detected all those evil people before they sprang up. The same way, our people went to a village now. They may go there as farmer. You won't know. Even all those people that are bringing a machine from the north to the southern part now, the police are not arresting them. What are they bringing the machine for? To go and do what? Who bought the machine for them? But you see them in every villages now, especially around the Badaya. You see them. Those are Fulani Hausa people. They are there on the machine.
Maybe they are also fleeing the insurgency.
Which fleeing?
In northern Nigeria. Maybe
they are fleeing to where? Fleeing to where?
Well, it's peaceful down here. So, if I want to flee from a troubled part of the country, of course, southwest Nigeria.
Yeah, you must have a destination, and you must have people there. Who are you? They are going to the village. They didn't know anybody there in the reserve, in the Akure Ife area. They just get down on the bush. They enter into the bush.
But if they are giving them motorcycles to ply Okada trade, then it means they must.
They are doing surveillance.
Oh.
They are doing surveillance. They will map the area how to attack.
Oh.
Next time when I'm coming, I pray I remember. I will bring one of my book to you. You read it and know the way these people operate. These people, but the kind of leadership we have here, we don't have a leader that are proactive. They are only interested in their position they are holding. Look at your Akpabio now, telling us that 2027. Look at how many number of people will die before 2027. You are telling us in 2027. This is 2026 April. We are not in the middle of 2026. So that is telling us after May 2027 that the security of our people can only be guaranteed. And that person is number 3 in Nigeria. You can see the level of madness.
Alright, the program is Searchlight on Oluyole 98.5 FM, and we are talking about the spate of killing of top military commanders and Nigeria's escalating insecurity situation. Number to call to be part of the program. Welcome your questions and contributions. 070-5555-1985 070-5555-1985. Just want to call to be part of Searchlight this afternoon. Dr. Eno, if you were to find yourself in the seat as National Security Advisor, what would be your template for solving the challenge of illicit and small arms proliferation and circulation?
Thank you very much. Before I do anything, I will just localize my intelligence gathering. You are paying the Baale, you are paying the Oba from the local government every month. What is their duty to the government? They are to supply information about security of their area to the government. What have you done with those reports that they are submitting every month? You get what I'm saying? When you localize, give them sense of belonging. All those people in the village, they didn't need much. They just need recognition. Bring them to the table. In your area, I don't want to hear any trouble. What do? You judge and highlight all those gray area. Then you formulate your plan. In your area, this is what I want. I want a secure environment there. I don't want any security lapses. But you pay a commissioner of police. Commissioner of police will stay in his office. His boys are collecting money on the road. How can you discover that someone is carrying gun inside his car? Go there, they are even taking POS on the road, collecting money as if they are collecting daily toll gate, without shame, without any remorse. They have leaders, they have people that you are paying salary every month, who are supposed to control them. It is now something that everything goes. they can do it, nothing will happen. In fact, people are paying to go to the road. Look at the level we find ourselves. So if I'm appointed as one of those people now, today, I'll first of all localize, then rearrange the leadership, retain those people that I want to put there. This is what I want. Because security has level of intelligence gathering. When you have one layer go, you have another one to monitor them. Are they doing the right thing? Are there more among them? Then you have a robust information at your table. Then you work on it. You have think tank. You have the larger one, you have inner one, you have the last maybe 3 or 4 that work on whatever they decide on. But who is going to do that now when we are the way we are now? That someone can just walk in and kill a general. It is not done in the war front, not in their local office in the town, in the war front. It is very easy to penetrate the office of the commander. No, let's think about it now.
Well, at this point, don't you think it's time we accepted a higher level of military aid from friendly superpowers, such as the establishment of a base in Nigeria by one of these countries?
Thank you very much. How many countries are those people with their bases? Have they helped? Just give me one that they have helped to secure their borders.
Neighboring Benin Republic, you would have France to contend with.
When France come, when they have a coup the other time, about 2 or 3 months ago, it is Nigeria that the president called that should come and help them. It is Nigeria Air Force that went there.
So if we were able to do that in Benin Republic, so why are we having such?
You have ESTA code when you go to Benin Republic. ESTA code. When you go to Benin Republic, it's out there. It's like you have ESTA code.
Does that also explain why we perform so well in other international?
That is, you get there's motivation.
Well, Sierra Leone, you study democratic.
Yes, you see
Gambia.
This thing, your pocket will
Liberia.
be full. Yes.
Oh, Sudan, Congo, we are there.
I don't want to expose what, but I'm only giving you a tip of what is going on.
All right, but as we begin to wind down, I also want to look at this perspective. Nigeria is one of many African countries where the discovery of valuable mineral resources, rather than be a blessing and source of prosperity, often becomes a cause and a platform for bloodshed. Now, how much have mineral resources put Nigeria in trouble and in the stronghold of terrorists and insurgents? Do you think this again is what has drawn these killers to our country?
Thank you very much. You know, the other time I was talking about how they started training Al-Qaeda people in Sudan. What was their mission? Maduguri axis there. One serious solid minerals there that is not common in the world. That is number one motivation they have, that they must go there. The military said it, that the USAID people that are supposed to be assisting Nigeria, they were the ones supplying and giving information to the insurgents. They will go there in the middle of the night. Our soldiers cannot go there. They will go and come back before daybreak. They supply them information, they supply them arms. USAID. Even the Iran war that is going on, you see Trump is telling them that they want to go and take the oil of Iran. They are not doing it for free. They are going there to steal. So that is why they want to go California. Yes, that's the name of the mineral in Maduguri axis, in large quantity there. But the way we organize our extraction of mineral resources in Nigeria is different. In the southern part here, it's only the government that can extract. Go to Savara, they are killing themselves. In fact, they brought foreigners to Savara to come and dig and extract our minerals. Individual, they have camp where they extract minerals. Government is not doing anything about it. So that is one of our problems. So why the insurgent, the terrorists, the security lapses in the north, Mineral resources is number one factor. And if you bring any military base, look at what the American friends did in Niger now and Chad. They were extracting their gold. They were stealing their uranium. They are not going there to secure them. They are just stealing there. So if you allow any military base in Nigeria, you are creating another problem for the future.
All right, we could go on and on, but our time is fast spent, and we have to go. It's been Searchlight on Oluyole 98.5 FM on the stables of the BCOS, and we've been discussing Nigeria's heightened insecurity and spate of killings of top military commanders. My guest has been a seasoned security expert, respected public affairs analyst, Dr. Wale Ayedu. Thank you for coming, sir.
Thank you.
All right, next week, Thursday is another time, and we will be back with another topical issue on Searchlight. Till then, my name is Tola Teriba, your uncle on the program. Bye-bye.